So I've just come down to Tyre Point, which is my local and, in my opinion, the best tyre place that I've been to. They look after your wheels so well, and just great customer service. Mark and all the guys here just do an absolutely fantastic job on every set of tyres I've got in, whether it's track tyres, road tyres, doesn't matter. They just do a really good job. But I had a package arrive this morning from Ric Wood, and I am absolutely buzzing for it. So I'm going to show you what's going on and what's been delivered, but they are a work of art. So we got Mark, who's the boss, and Ashley's helping putting the tyres on, which is amazing. But anyway, have a look at these wheels. So these are a proper Group.A Centre lock wheel from Ric Wood. They're actually made by Image, that's the company who actually make them. But they are absolutely a work of art. Cannot wait to show you them when they're on the car. So the boys have just put the first tyre on. Now, I've gone for the Michelin PS5 simply because I wanted Cup 2s, but they weren't going to be available for another 3 weeks. And if failing that, I wanted a 4S tyre. But unfortunately, that wasn't going to be available until mid-July. So it's quite a long wait, and obviously I'm desperate to get them on the car. So it was just a case of, you know, let's go for the PS5. I've heard some good things about them. The tyre looks amazing. I absolutely love it. They've got the new sidewall. You can see it here. It's almost like velvet. It's so nice. And they obviously just look great. They always do. And yeah, the boys are doing a fantastic job mounting them. I mean, look at this over here. Absolute work of art. So yeah, huge thank you to Rick first and foremost, but also to Mark and all the boys here at Tyre Point. If ever, you know, you're in Kent, Maidstone Way, and you need some tyres pretty quickly, and whatever tyre it is, track or road, make sure you give Mark at Tyre Point, you know, a call, because these guys are second to none, really. Okay, so we got the wheels back home. It's a couple of days later since when we picked the wheels up from Tyre Point and had them fitted, and they just look absolutely mental. But I thought I would run you through a little bit about how they're going to be bolted to the car. Now, obviously they're centre locks. The Skyline is very much still 5-stud standard fitment, you know, 1x114.3, that's correct. That's the stud pattern that these things use, but everything's standard. They're standard studs, standard height, all of that. So this is a kit that will bolt on your standard R32 GTR. Now these are, this is what Rick has made, and I can't remember exactly what they're made out of, but my God, they are a work of art. So these are the adapters that we're going to be using. So blue nut is still a standard thread, you know, right hand to tighten up, left to loosen off, and the red ones are a left-handed thread. So if you're undoing them, it tightens them up, and obviously if you're tightening them effectively, it's undoing them. So it's a left-hand thread, and the reason for that is the Group.A cars in the 90s, they ran they ran opposite, you know, threads for each side, just because a lot of racing cars do, and the force can undo the nut, so that's why they run different threads both sides. Now the blue ones go on the right hand side of the car, and the red ones go on the left hand side of the car, so very simple. But these are just beautiful. I want to show you these. So these are all the dowels, or the pegs that go into the back of the wheel, that locate the wheel basically. Now these just screw in, they torque up, obviously we'll torque them up once they're on the car to make sure they're not going to come loose. They just screw in beautifully. Then we've got some short wheel nuts that are going to go into here, that will bolt directly to the car. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to bolt these adapters to the car, torque them up. I'm going to do them up to 130 Newton meters, which is what I do my race wheels up to, and then we will torque the pegs down as well to make sure they're nice and tight, and then we will get the wheel on and see how it looks. So we're going to get the rays off, get it in the air, get the rays off, and start bolting these bad boys on. I am absolutely buzzing. Okay, so it did get rained off. I didn't have time to finish the video in the last clip you saw. However, it's beautiful sunshine. It's a few days later. I've got the car back in the air. I have driven it with the wheels now, and to be honest, it doesn't feel much different, you know, only because I'm on the Michelin PS5s that, you know, it just feels a bit nicer on the road. They're much more of a road tyre compared to the 8009s that I'm running on the race. So yeah, it just feels a bit nicer on the road, but dead quiet, no vibrations, nothing like that. So yeah, really impressed with, you know, the actual hub adapters themselves, that they're not out of balance or anything like that. The wheels feel really good, got no noises or anything like that. Everything clears really well. So yeah, but anyway, hubs are on the car from where we left off. I've just gone round. I've driven around on them for a while. I'm just paint marked them all, so I've retorqued them, paint marked. Nothing had moved, but I just thought I didn't have a paint pen. I ordered one on Amazon. Bosh, it's arrived. Paint marked it all up. It's yellow. It looks a bit rubbish from just looking at it now, but obviously the wheel hides it. You're not going to see it. It's only when I take the wheels off, then I can see obviously if it's moved, which I think is really important. Just whilst I'm getting to know. You know, getting to know these hub adapters. I've never used them. I'm sure many of you guys at home have never used, you know, a centre lock conversion before either. So I'm just getting used to it. I'm just making sure nothing's moving. Like I say, I've done the drive pegs up to 100 Newton meters. They don't need to be that tight. They just need to obviously make sure they're not going to come loose. They're just going to locate the wheel. So I've done those up to 100 Newton meters. Nothing's moved. I've done the hub adapters themselves up to normal torque for a wheel. I personally do 125 Newton meters. Obviously, you probably can go a little bit more, or probably can go a bit less, but that's just where I'm happy. Again, I've retorqued them. Nothing's moved, so sweet. The torque seems to be okay. I've not been flat out on them yet, to be honest. Obviously, I can't really on the road anyway. And I don't know if they'll ever see a track unless it's really wet, because obviously these tyres are not really a track tyre, but they are awesome in the rain. Again, not that the car will ever really go in the rain. But let's just have a little look. I've got it in the air now. Yeah, let's have a little look, talk you through it. So first of all, Mags has joined us for the chat again. Hey, Mags. Okay, so there we go. You can see the paint mark that I've done. Little bit of sort of spray just from the copper grease that I've put on the back of the hub adapter, just to make sure it doesn't stick to the bell and all that sort of stuff. So that's natural for it to be coming out. Obviously, I've probably gone a little bit over the top with the lube for the nut, to be honest with you. So I will brake cleaner some of it off, just reapply a little bit more sort of liberally, I think. But yeah, nuts on, looks absolutely fantastic. I love it just in the air with the nuts on it. Yeah, it just looks really cool, to be honest. Looks very, very Group A, very race car. But yeah, really, really nice bit of kit. The wheels are pretty good, aren't they, Mags? You like climbing over them? Same with the back. They look very, very nice, very happy. The threads are slightly longer for the main nuts that obviously hold the hub to the hub. So they do fulfill that thread there, which is what I think Ric designed them on. The fronts, the studs seem to be a little bit more shallower. It's not that big of a deal. It's a couple of threads, but there's not quite complete. Same again as we go around to the other side. I've just got the nuts off at the moment, just from where I've been torquing them up. But yeah, they look really, really cool. Super, super happy with them. So we're going to get the wheels on the car now and go for a drive and sort of show you what it looks like, really. But yeah, very, very happy with them. Huge thank you to Ric and obviously everyone at Ric Wood Motorsport again for supplying me the hubs, the wheels, everything. I just absolutely love the way this car looks now. It honestly is turning into my dream Skyline. So yeah, long may it continue. There's a few more bits to come, but for now, these wheels are going to tie me over, and I'm really, really excited to, yeah, have the car. The car's also going to be in the supercar parking at the Goodwood Festival of Speed, so people will be able to see it if they want, and you know, see what they think for themselves. If anyone's got any queries, come find me or Rick if you're at the Festival of Speed, and we can answer any questions you may have. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm just going to slap them on, enjoy them, and yeah, look cool, because they're the coolest wheels for an R32 Skyline, in my opinion. Not only is it the wheels that are new to me, check this bad boy out. Those wheel nuts are coming off or going back on no matter what. This thing can do 2,000 Newton meters apparently, that's why I bought it. I just wanted a gun that I knew that was compact, and it is fairly compact, although it's massive, 1-inch drive. I needed something that was compact, that could fit in the car, and obviously I could take with me in case I needed to take the wheels off for whatever reason. So makes life getting them on and off very easily. Of course, I've got a torque wrench as well to make sure that they are done up tight, but it will do the trick. And obviously I can set the settings on this, because it's a Milwaukee 1 key, to get close to the torque rating that I need to obviously tighten these things and undo them. So yeah, it's another new present for me. I absolutely love it. So one thing I love about centre locks, they are easy to get on and off. Right, just go gentle to nip it up. There we go, and then tight, very, very tight. Right then, all the wheels are back on. We're going to put this thing back on the floor and finally go for a spin. But I mean, look how good it looks. I just love it. I really, really do. I'm going to paint mark the nuts for now. I don't have the pins because Rick's still making the pins for me. He's having some new pins made. So yeah, Rick's going to get some pins for me, but they will arrive soon, just to make sure that wheel nut doesn't disappear if for whatever reason it does come loose. But it does look absolutely fantastic. I hope you all agree. So here we are, back on board my 1992 Nissan Skyline, and what a joy it is. But yeah, like I said, you know, the feelings on board the new wheels doesn't feel much different, you know, it just feels a little bit smoother, but only because of the tyre we're on. You know, we're on a Michelin PS5, as you've seen, so it's a lot softer in construction to what I've had before with the Yokeys. So yeah, overall, you know, really enjoying it. I mean, ultimately these are just going to be my road tyres, and simply because, in all truth, by the time you've got the wheel and the hub, you know, all that sort of stuff, it becomes quite a heavy unit. And so to track it, probably I'm better off on my Rays, that's the honest truth. But you can use these wheels for track, absolutely. It's just, I still want to use my Rays because I love them. I still love that wheel. I still think it's the, you know, ultimate Skyline wheel. Everyone loves it. So yeah, a T37 SL for me, you know, it's still an amazing wheel, and I want to still be able to use them. So I'm going to keep those as my track wheels. A little bit lighter. Strength, I don't know. I've not had these wheels, so I can't tell you how strong they are, but the Rays have been fantastic for the last sort of 6-7 years that I've had them. And it's just a case of, yeah, being able to still use them on track. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video on my new wheels for my Skyline. Personally, I absolutely love them. Again, I know it's not going to be for everyone, or the taste of the wheels aren't, you know, for everyone. Some people may like the race wheels more, and they're still such a great wheel. But huge thank you to Ric Wood Motorsport and to Tyre Point for fitting the tyres for me and sourcing those. It's yeah, a really nice mixture of wheel and tyre combo. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course comment. Love seeing your guys' comment. And yeah, catch you on the next one soon.